In the meantime, with more schools preparing to open the doors for in-person learning, a close eye is being kept on the state's COVID-19 outbreak list. As Mike McDaniel explains, while more cases are expected, schools are moving forward with safety in mind.
As predicted when the Louisiana Department of Health added public schools to the COVID-19 outbreak watch list last week, the number of outbreaks and cases are slowly rising. There are now 5 outbreaks connected to schools and 26 cases.
What we currently define as an outbreak is 2 or more cases in the same facility within 14 days.
Assistant State Health Officer Dr. Joseph Kanter expects numbers to increase everywhere as more schools begin to open.
I'm not necessarily convinced that we're going to have a large spike, but as day and day go by, your cumulative number goes up, as it has with everything with COVID. That we should expect that for sure.
That expectation comes as significant potential COVID-19 exposure is being reported across the country, including in neighboring Mississippi, where a class of elementary students in Ocean Springs is under quarantine after a staff member tested positive. UNC at Chapel Hill and Notre Dame scrapped in-person classes just days after students returned to campus. At LSU, classes begin Monday, and an online tracker from the university shows 22 cases of coronavirus connected to campus already.
We haven't had any of the very, very large outbreaks that we've seen on the news and other places. But again, schools have really just reopened in the past week or two.
The state's largest school district, Jefferson Parish, is set to begin class next week, but offering a virtual option, which so far about 18,000 students are taking advantage of.
There really is no script for COVID-19. We just have to make sure that our kids stay the top priority in all of our decision making.
Superintendent James Gray says he can't make guarantees.
The reality is that we have to be prepared for any level of closure at a moment's notice.
If that happens, the State Department of Health will work with schools on what happens next.
I'm confident in our education partners, particularly in their commitment to doing the right thing when they do have a case.
Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
And this afternoon, we asked the Archdiocese of New Orleans about how many cases they have seen at their schools. As of today, they say they've recorded 20 cases in 16 area Catholic schools, sending about 150 students, faculty, or staff being quarantined. Now, they add that there are no reports of community spread.